Hello, my name is Drina, and I'm here to show you guys how to put how I put my flowers on my blank on whatever I'm using. So hopefully this will help you guys out. I'm choosing to do this because I was asked to, and the people are all the wonderful ladies and gentlemen on Little Lee and Rose. I want to say thank you guys for liking my post and thinking that it was good enough to want to see how I did it. So I'm going to show you guys. This is one of the tumblers that prompted the tutorial. All right, so let me get into it. You're going to need an iron. So I have my little mini press. You're going to need a mat. You're going to need some fabric glue. And I like to use kind of a flat square brush, one that I can control. I have some water here just in case I need it. You're going to need your blank. I'm choosing to use this mug. It doesn't matter what your blank is. You can still do it on any of them. I've done it on glass, steel, and now I'm going to do it on this mug. You're going to need some flowers. This is garland flower that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's only $1. I have some other flowers that I got from Michael's. I got them during their sale, so I paid like $1 for them as well. So you're going to pick your flowers. You're going to need something to work on as well. It doesn't get really messy, and I don't have any butcher paper. So I'm going to use butcher paper to put on, to put in between my flowers. So let me grab that. Well, okay. So this is actually parchment paper. I just pick it up from Sam's. So you're going to need this as well. What you're going to do is remove the flowers from the garland. And they're pretty easy to come off. They're not silk. They're just, I don't even know what they're made out of. Let's see. It doesn't even tell us what it's made out of. But it just says made in China. But you're going to move the amount of flowers that you want. This is not the size flower I'll be using on here, but I'm just going to show you this part. So you're going to remove the flowers. And what I do, of course, you're going to do a dry press. And I'm not sure what you'll be using, but I use my little mini on the highest setting. So it's on the highest setting. And I just take it and press it down. I'll just do one because I'm going to do the others that I need. Okay. And if you notice, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a little line through there. What that is the glue that came off the garland. And so you want to make sure that you press it flat. Now, I must tell you, this is not flat enough. You want to make sure that it is really flat. Because if it's not flat, it's going to cause you problems when you start applying it to your blank. So you want to make sure that you press until you get it flat. And so I'm going to show you what really flat looks like, even if this one's not really flat. I'm going to show you. So this is what flat looks like. You want it really, really flat. Okay. So the colors, the leaves that I'm going to be using today are the smaller ones. So let me make sure I have enough already pressed. 3. Let me do a couple more to go on my cup that I'll be doing today. Let me show you some things that I've also picked up about looking at the leaves whenever I press them. This one has one on it, so I'll be showing you using that one. I was trying to make sure, because one time I pressed it and it was bent, so I had to go back and repress and repress. Okay. Oh, I got a little smoke there. Okay. Sometimes you'll notice on there, there's like a little hard spot. I usually just cut around that if it doesn't work well for me. So it's better to press on a harder surface. I usually press them in my workspace area. Okay. And the reason why I'm not moving on is because I want to show you, even with this on my highest setting, that you really have to work on pressing it. So just don't think you can press it and then move on. Done that, messed up. Someone else may have some tips on how to press it quicker. I haven't found a way yet. It is the easiest way I have found is to press on something hard, a hard surface. But because this is my table that I can't press on, I will be working with it until I get it. So it is better to press on a harder surface than it is to press on this mat. All right, so that's a whole lot better. It's not as flat as the other ones, but I'm gonna move on because I don't want this video to be like 10 hours long. Okay, so now we move on. After you get, we've got 3 that I can work with. I'm using this because it's got a crack in it. I just want to stick some pins or something in it. I have a lot of stuff that I can put in it. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next step. It's important. I found that you can't use tacky glue. I haven't been able to use Tack It. I hear people using Tack It for a lot of things. You can't use Mod Podge. I tried that. You can't use spray glue. Tried that, the spray on glue. So I've tried those things. You might be able to use super glue. After using this, I just don't move from it. It dries clear. It's permanent. So whenever I do put my epoxy over top of it, I don't have to worry about it lifting, moving, or anything like that, because that's the problem I had with the others, and I've had to strip cups because of it. So, here we go. So it's pretty simple. One of the things I like to do is put some glue onto something to where I can use it and not have to keep my bottle open. And I've used quite a few fabric glues in doing crafts, and so far this has been the best one. It's Crafter's Pick. I got it from Hobby Lobby, of course, 40% off coupon. It's $4.99, but you can use a 40% off coupon with it. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and place these on here. This is for the purpose of demonstration. Now, one of the things I do, I don't put it on the leaf. I tried that, but I can't get it as smooth. So I coat a little portion of where I'm gonna start putting it, and I want it to be smooth. And this dries pretty quickly. When I say pretty quickly, it dries pretty quickly. So once I put it on there, I will start working it in. And once I got a spot on there, I'm going to go back and work out. I'm not saying that there's not an easier way to do this. It was just asked, how do I do it? And that's what I'm showing, how I do it. And you want, I've done this before too, you want to make sure that it's coated underneath there, because if it's not coated underneath there, it's not going to dry good. And when it comes to the edges, I coat the top and bottom. And this one did not. This is what I mean by making sure that it's all flat. Because this is not flat, I'm going to have to come back and babysit that. I don't like to babysit them. So as it starts to dry, I'll keep tacking on it so it'll stay down as I work. I'll keep going back to it. Refer back to it. I just like to say those ladies and gentlemen on Little Lee and Rose Facebook page, they are an awesome group of people. So if you're looking for a crafting group or a tumbler group, epoxy group, resin group, keychain, things like that, go on over there and start following or request to be a member. And I'm gonna tell you, they're not paying me to say this. I've been in crafts for I've been in crafting for a long, long time. And I call myself being serious about it, but being over there, it gives me a cheerleading squad. It gives me confidence to just get out there and do it. And being honest, I really haven't sold a lot of my crafts. I've been working on it, but you know, you get tips and help over there. I said, that's it on there. And you see me, I am pressing this brush. That's why I like to use this kind. I'm pressing this brush and it'll be dry before I finish doing the next leaf. So let's move on and do another leaf. And I'm not putting, if you notice, I'm not putting a very, very thick. I don't know if you can see it. It's not very thick. It's actually kind of just an even layer, because you don't want that glue. Now this is a hard part of glue. I'm going to cut that out. Okay, let's see if I got some tack still. All right, so it didn't make my leaf look too bad. Just make sure you get underneath there in every spot. And it does no good to put so much down and try to cover the whole leaf, because this glue dries pretty quickly. And I like that. You've got to work it in. Now, this is not the only glue you can ever use. This is just the glue that I've worked with. I'm quite sure there's plenty of different glues or different type of things that you can work with, in different ways you can do this. This is just my way, and I'm doing it because they wanted to see from beginning to end how I did it. And I don't have some great setup, but I've worked really hard on trying to get it where you guys can see a little bit better. I have another video that I made about the wood grain, and the lighting is horrible, the view is horrible. So before I get it up there, I'm going to redo it. Before I put it up for those who were asking, I'm going to redo it. And you just work with it until it sticks down. There's another one. And if you'll notice, this one, it's almost dry. It's almost dry. So It dries pretty quickly. Now, if you have any questions about that I haven't answered, then please do leave me a comment. And I'll just drop, let's see, drop another leaf on here. This is just going to be a decoration cup because it's got a crack in it. One that holds something. I'll probably put some straws, pens, pencils, something in it. Okay. Let's see, I will go ahead and finish this. And so I was asked to show from beginning to end. Well, see, that one's already dry. This is the first one we worked on. It dries really fast, so. And this is the last one, so this one's almost done. Now, any glue that I don't use, just scoop back in there. And I immediately start putting that in water because if you don't, it's going to be hard to clean it out later. This will dry, I'll pull it off and be able to use it again. Okay, so once I get done with all of this, the next thing I do is, I don't even have to coat it with a layer, with any type of varnish. I don't put a seal on it or anything. I'm trying to remember, did I put a seal on? No, I don't put a seal on it. I just immediately, not immediately, after it completely dries, I'll go ahead and put my epoxy on top of it. For this, since it's just for decorations, I do have another seal, a varnish that I can put on it. That'll give it a light shine. Normally, I'd use epoxy or whatever else, but it's just for decorations. And I wanted you guys to see how I applied my leaves to whatever medium I'm using. So hopefully that's something in there that's helpful for you. If you want to know anything else, leave me a comment. And thank you for all those on the Little Lee and Rose Facebook page. You have been a tremendous boost of confidence for me for summer, everybody over there. I found them on YouTube, and it's been helpful to me. So thank you guys so much. And if there's anything else that you have a question about, just let me know. All right, bye-bye.